Coach, the rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Steps away to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Edwards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll run on 1st down. Jefferson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now, it's Edwards. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson flush to his right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Gus Edwards, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Trey Burton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
2nd and 6. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go jet sweep. Washington with it. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come on, Shaq. Shaq 52 to mine. We want this. Shaq, watch the Shaq.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He was looking for Parker that time.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On first down, Edwards. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 65 yards on the ground. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Sony Michel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Jackson looking to throw on third. Flushed out right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They run with Edwards. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now Jackson from the gun on third down. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. On 2nd and 7, Jackson buying time to his left.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of 8 there on the first down play. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, as time expires in the first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in this.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Edwards. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Edwards. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Edwards. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. The former Michigan State Spartan, the rookie Justin Lane, there to bat it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brendan, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st down, it's Elliott. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle the team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets them up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Second and 2. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 27-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
2nd and 9 now. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his tight end, Burton. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will get them 1 closer. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Your track, your track. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike.
They'll keep it on the ground. Edwards. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
He's not going to get me. Check 3, check 1.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Choose the mic. Go. 52. Watch 52.
2nd and 11. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Switch.
They'll try and run for it without him. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. You can't block me. You can't block me. Hayward. 52's the mic.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. No. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here.
2nd and 5. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the... It got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff, Edwards. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Jackson now to throw on 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Jackson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Jackson's throw caught here by Boykin. And out of bounds right around the 20. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time it's 3rd and 3. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conlon. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be... And he's in! Touchdown, Steelers! Ezekiel Elliott, 50 yards, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 39, Jackson. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. They'll buy some time right. That's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east, west, north, south, everywhere. Yeah,
and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline. And he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, now I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Squeeze, double.
Throwing now is Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check.
Second and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check back. Mike, 53. Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Check. 53's Mike. Check up.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Edwards. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. Footing obviously an issue in the driving rain. This one for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. To try again after the sack. Jackson, and he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
That part 1 is done, now part 2. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And now a carry here for their fullback. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here we go.
They go to Elliott again. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. Okay, so interesting here. A field goal would win this thing, but the kicking team on the sideline, and they're going for it on 4th down. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon. Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back, because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage you gain there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say: get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. This from 37. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always